the whole world recognize. But first I had to pay some dues. The journey I took, y'all couldn't walk in my shoes. A young buck, wild and tough from Tallahassee, straight from South City in my pursuit to be happy. Came up out the hood with my hair all nappy, cut it all off, plus some name nothing my pappy. The streets tried to trap me, but I had to escape from my destiny awaits for me to be great. And I knew it, so was square, had to show improvement. When I do it, flow was stupid. Now you loving me like Cupid, and I know that you wasn't ready for this. I'm so on point with my targets, I'm sure I won't miss. This is the past, present, and the future. C squared, the household name, something to get used to. I'm here, I'm here. C squared.
Hello, and hello again. Welcome, man, to another awesome episode of The Feature. I am your host, Cliff Jackson III, or CJ3. I am he, as I'm affectionately known. And tonight, man, whether you're tuning into this thing live or you're tuning into the replay, you don't want to miss my show tonight, man. Tonight, I'm getting the awesome privilege and pleasure to speak with certified personal trainer in Sydney, Australia, DEBRA PATAL. And we're going to get into conversation with her in just a few minutes, so y'all kick it right there, man. Y'all don't go nowhere. Don't touch that dial, especially after y'all people done had Thanksgiving meals and all that good stuff. You done ate yourself fat and stupid and lazy and sad. This is the conversation that you want to pay attention to. She's a personal trainer. She knows all the kind of different type of workout regimes and things of that nature to get you back in shape, so you might want to pay attention to this conversation. But before I do that, hello to all my features out there. All my features. What's happening? How y'all doing, man? All my top fans always tuning in, holding me down, man. I appreciate y'all so much. Everybody who's tuning in, watching this thing by way of Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, man, thank you so much for tuning in. I can't thank you guys enough. And man, for all those who are tuning into this thing for the very, very first time, if you watching this thing by word of mouth or hearing it from my mouth or just me hitting you up, letting you know, friends letting you know, welcome to the feature. This is where we get intimate and become exclusive with our guests as well as our topics every night. But we right here every single day, man, Monday through Friday. I kid you not. We make this thing here happen, Doc. Right here, the feature with CJ3 is on Monday. Every night with Monday through Friday with hot topics on Monday. Tuesday, you got NFL picks. Wednesdays is Word of Wisdom Wednesdays. Thursdays, Top 10 Thursdays. And my Fridays, like tonight, is Featured Fridays. And man, I'm so happy you guys have decided to tune in and watch the show tonight, man, because this is what we do. And I kid you not, man, everything is all good right here on the show, man, because everybody, all y'all, everybody, every last one of y'all could have been anywhere on this earth, but y'all decided to come and hold me down tonight. And I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart, like you would not believe, man. And I don't take nothing that takes place on my show and the people that come on my show for granted. So I thank y'all very, very much. So if you want to be on my show, holla at me, man. Hit me up. Email me at thefeatured.cj3@gmail.com. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter. Hit me up at thefeatured with CJ3. I'm on this thing every single night, Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Please go subscribe right now to my featured channel with The Featured with CJ3 on YouTube and on Twitch. And go listen and download on all major outlets and podcasts or wherever you go enjoy your podcast. And don't forget to donate and support the cause. Please send your money to our Cash App, $ Right Touch Sports, PayPal, paypal.me/Right Touch CJ3, or on Anchor at anchor.fm/The Featured with CJ3. And go pay attention and go download and watch the replays of my past Featured Fridays. Yes, there is a nugget of knowledge waiting for you in each conversation. get to. That's that Chris Brown action. Right quick. Chris Brown make you want to act all up, man. You know, do your thing, man. But right now we're finna get it in tune with our featured Friday's guest, Miss DEBRA PATAL. Now, just to kind of put y'all up on game right quick, right? So she's in Sydney, Australia right now. Sydney, Australia is a whole nother day ahead of us right now. So it's right round about maybe like 1 o'clock in the afternoon right now on Saturday in Sydney, Australia. So we're about to go call the future right now and get in touch with her so we can have a cool conversation, listen to her, and yeah, man, see what she is all about and what we got going on and what we finna get into, man. You hear me? I hope everything is finna go good on this one. I'm a huge fan of this lady. Much respect, much love for DEBRA. And yeah, man, we're finna get this thing here crack lacking as best way as we possibly can. So we just gonna give her a call and see what transpires.
Switch it over. Hello.
DEBRA.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I might have to put my earphones on. Bear with me 1 second. I cannot hear what you're saying clearly.
Hold on. Let's make sure.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. But, it's breaking up a little bit, and I hope that's probably me.
No, you good. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. Well, DEBRA, welcome to the show.
Thank you, too.
My pleasure. I am so honored, first off, that you have allowed me to bring you on the show and that you have opened up and that you want to come on the show and let the world know who you are, what you do, what you got going on, and just allow me to feature and highlight you, man, and give you some love nationwide right here in America as well as in your country where you live at in Australia. And I'm blessed and fortunate to have you on the show, man. So I just thank you for your time and allow me to feature you on the show.
No, thank you, and I really appreciate you for taking the time out. I am very nervous. As you know, I'm not. I mean, people say I'm very confident, but this is kind of like, because I have no idea what you're going to ask. But I really appreciate, and anyone that's watching out there, thank you so much for your support as well. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well, I ain't gonna ask you nothing crazy. Well, out the woodwork. However, I am like I said, I'm just excited and elated to have you on the show and to be able just to talk about all the cool achievements that you have accomplished, all the things that you're doing, and at the same time be able to possibly give some of my listeners and my viewers just a little bit of workout regimes and things that they could do to kind of keep themselves, especially after this. And here in America, we just had Thanksgiving, so we're definitely trying to get these people bodies back right after they done had a couple of healthy helpings of servings with Thanksgiving and David and desserts and everything. So I'm sure you'll be the right person to get these people back to where they need to be.
Only if they can promise to send me some cornbread, some chicken pie, and sweet potato pie, then I'm on it.
I ain't even mad at you. See, you can hide something like that inside what you got going on because you are fit. So that you won't be knocked off too much. But before we get into it, man, it's just a normal conversation between you and I. You know how we talk. So at the same time, it's just people being put on a three-way conversation with us. And yeah, we just highlighting you, ma'am. So we're just gonna get right into it. So tell me, where are you from originally?
Where am I from originally?
Yes.
I was born in Zimbabwe, which is in Africa.
Right.
Born in a town called Bulawayo.
Okay.
And I was born at my grandfather's house. delivered by my grandma.
Wow.
Back at home.
Wow. So grandmama did the delivering over there.
Yes.
That's crazy. That's real though. So that just to let you know, man, the difference that people come through with their cultures and things of that nature, man. You know, you just never know how life takes its natural form for some people, man. So that's amazing. So you was in Zimbabwe. Do you remember too much about Zimbabwe?
I left Zimbabwe like about 22 years ago. Mm-hmm. I do recall quite a few things, but there's also a few things I don't recall.
I got you.
But I have, thank goodness for my friends back home and family. They do remind me, and some of the things I'm like, I wish you'd kept it to yourself. But yeah, I do remember quite a bit. I miss home always. Like, my aim is I always try to go home at least every 1 to 3 years.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up, man. So, in Zimbabwe, so mom, dad, sisters, brothers, like, tell me, what was the family makeup like?
Okay, oh my gosh, this is going to be interesting. Half my family is probably not going to like this, but, and maybe a lot of people would like this.
Mm-hmm.
My grandfather had 6 wives, and not all at the same time. Just drop it in there quickly.
Okay.
Right?
Not all at the same time, everybody.
Home 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to try and put the family tree together. So, grandfather 6 wives. He had 26 kids.
Wow.
From the 26 kids, yes, he had 57 grandkids and 47 great-great-grandkids and 57 great-great-great-kids. Right, so that's how massive my family is.
Wow.
Right?
Grandpapa was a Rolling Stone.
You could say.
Wow.
My mom is one of 3 from one of his wives. Mm-hmm. So they have there's 3 sisters. My mom was the youngest sister, and I'm saying was as I lost my mom when I was 12. My brother and I, younger brother,
my condolences,
was 2 years young. Thank you. My younger brother and I lost a year. So he was 10, I was 12, and we got to stay with her sister. Which the experience has not been the best, but it's life as it is, and I am grateful for the strength and stuff that I've gone through. So I never really got to live with my dad.
Okay.
The make of me is my mom used to work for my dad.
Okay.
And she worked in a town called Plumtree, which bordered South Africa and Botswana. So, okay. Yeah. So single mom brought us up two kids. And I went to boarding school in the middle of nowhere. Like, the mountains were our neighbors.
Wow.
The baboons were our neighbors.
Wow.
So that was an experience, and I went to that when I was very young. But I think I was 7 years old. Mm-hmm. Yeah, from 7 until about 9, and then my mom took me out because I did not like it at all. I could not stand it. It was also challenging as the fact that I was the only light-skinned kid on on campus, if you want to call it, or at school.
Right, at school.
So yeah.
Wow.
I hope I answered the question.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, you kind of just went into the next question for me as far as with the boarding school experience. Like, what was the name of the school and what was that experience? Even though you're going into the experience, like, did you go there from like beginning to like high school?
What was it like? Well, okay, what was the boarding school like? So for one, the food gave me nightmares. I'm sorry, did my phone just go click?
No, you
Yes, it did make a noise. My friend, Tony, I'm live online. My friends just messaged me, and I've got Instagram on. The boarding school was in the middle of nowhere. We woke up very early, like 6 o'clock, showered. And when I say we showered, so it depended also on which grade you were in. The crazy thing is because I got there for my second year, and it was
sorry, I didn't answer your question. It was called Secret Heart Home.
Okay.
As in English version, and then the local version, it was called Esigodini. Yeah, so the showers for the first grades, we only had 3 showers, so you get like 15 kids in one shower.
Wow.
And we'd all be showering, sharing the water. Yeah. Food-wise, wasn't the very best food either. We actually, if you ever got sick and you went out of... and you went away from the boarding school, like to a hospital or anything like that, you always came back saying you're not allowed to eat cabbage or beans because they were the worst dishes on the menu. Our beans actually had insects in them, so that was the thing that was scary.
Wow. Yeah, that's very scary.
Yes.
Now, did y'all have like any athletic programs?
Sorry?
Did y'all have like any sports programs?
Oh, yeah. No, we definitely did lots of sports, and we had netball, which was on dirt, not, I don't know, tar, or I don't know, like how the netball fields are in the US. This was straight on dirt. Our running tracks was fast, no turf. We had rugby, soccer, football.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if you call it football in the US or soccer.
Mm-hmm.
We had swimming, but our swimming pool never worked, so that never happened.
Wow.
We also did a lot of agriculture stuff. So we would have our own veggie patches, we could grow our own little, extra little bits and pieces like that. So,
wow.
And we used to have to keep the school tidy, so we'd, so I'd sometimes get into trouble and we'd get punished. And our punishment was picking up cow's dung.
Oh, wow.
For the fields.
For those who don't know what cow's dung is, that is cow manure, cow's crap. Shit from a cow, pretty much.
Shit from a cow, exactly.
Wow.
Say it like that. So that was one of the experiences, because trust me, if you picked up the wrong one,
sad situation, bad day to be in trouble.
Right? Or we'd have to go and pick up firewood or something like that. But yeah, it was a very different experience. It was so long ago. I only remember little bits and pieces about the boarding school, but I know it was so far. And I always had to have my hair short because there was nobody that could do my hair for me. So I would have my hair like a number 2 or a 3. By the time school finishes, I got this little curly fro going.
Wow, that's crazy. So after boarding school and all your experience with that and everything, what was your next move? Did you go to college? What was the next move?
Okay, after boarding school, went back to Bulawayo, primary school for another 2 years, and then went into high school. Mm-hmm. And the high school I attended, I was there for 4 years.
Okay.
Sadly, that was at that time was the time when I lost my mom during my first year at high school.
Gotcha.
First or second year. It's been a minute. I lost my mom then, and it was very challenging. So my attendance for the first year was very bad. I kind of ditched school for a whole year because I couldn't cope with it. However, I did finish high school. How far do I go with the story? Did I go to college? No, I didn't go to college straight after because my high school qualifications were not college or university level, entry. However, rebel again, I left home pretty much when I was 15, 16. Mm-hmm. I finished my last year in high school on my own. I was living alone. I'm grateful for the fact that my dad actually had paid my high school all throughout the whole 4 years. So pretty much my fees were covered before I even finished. So I moved out home and completed high school. Then found some work, and then put myself through computer a computer course, because at that time the computers had just come out.
Right.
And so I pretty much sent myself to college to learn how to work with computers. And I worked in a tool shop as an administrator. And then from there on, I went back to Victoria Falls. I went back to Victoria Falls, which in Victoria Falls, that's where my mom's sister lived. And I mean, we lived there for a little period when I was growing up before my mom passed.
Right.
And I started working in, I've worked before I did that. So this is where I got a little bit confused, sorry. So after high school, before I left my stepmom's place, I did work in a bar at the age, I think I was 15, 16, so just before I finished high school. The manager didn't know how old I was because he thought I was a lot more older.
Right.
Until my stepmom dogged me in, and then I lost the job on the spot.
Wow.
So, yeah. What else happened from there? Actually, that was probably another 2 years I was in Victoria Falls, and I was working as a tour consultant. So we used to sell, tours around Victoria Falls. As Victoria Falls is a big tourist attraction.
Right.
If anyone doesn't know, Victoria Falls is one of the 7 natural wonders of the world.
Yes.
Natural wonders. And I'm just going to say the Niagara Falls, sorry, but when I went to see it, I was very disappointed.
Wow.
Compared to
the waterfall
we have
in Zimbabwe, I'm sure.
Yeah, what we have back home, I was very disappointed with it. However, I do look forward to actually seeing it when it's in winter, when it's frozen. So a little bit of fast forward through, I then left Zimbabwe to come to Australia in 1998. And again, the rebel I am, I guess you could say, but no, not a rebel in that way. It was just the fact that I am driven to, try new things and get ahead in life, with, take on opportunities. I came to Australia alone as well. So that's where my Australian lifestyle started.
Wow.
The fitness industry still hadn't even come into my life.
We haven't even got to that point.
Fast forward, New Zealand. When did I go to New Zealand? 2010, I think it was 2010. Yes, 2010. Hang on, because I've been doing fitness for about 10 years now. So fast forward, I lived in New Zealand for 6 years, and that's where my journey as a personal trainer started. So I did the course in Australia. Then the first job was in New Zealand, and that's when I fell in love more with the personal training, because I took myself through a bodybuilding competition, which I did in 2012, and that, I would say, was the turning point to who I am right now and how driven I am, the consistency that I am eating my greens. Have I blabbed on too much?
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. I if nothing else, I want you to talk about that, because that's what's important. I mean, just the moment where you felt like you had the breakthrough of becoming a personal trainer. You entered that bodybuilding competition, and pretty much everything just kind of changed for you. So, what inspired you to get in the bodybuilding competition? Yeah.
I'll backtrack a little bit to what inspired me to become a personal trainer. When I first came to Australia, I really wanted to do I really wanted to get into fitness, just to be able to be part of people's journey to be happy. And the costing at that time was quite expensive, and the costing is still the same now. And when I went down that path and I managed to use what I learned on myself. That bodybuilding was another challenge because I watched a guy transform during my period of my first year of being a personal trainer.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to him, wow, you know what? I think I should do this. And he's like, yeah, why not? And I took a photo of my back at that time. And I'd never seen the muscles like that before. So I had one of the pros teach me how to pose. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay, I really want to do this. And being inspired to watching somebody's transform in front of my eyes and then finding the passion in training, I thought, well, why not take myself to another level? And within that whole time, the way I have been since the day one is I put myself through certain challenges, mm-hmm. so I'm able to teach my clients based on experience.
Right.
Because if I haven't been through it, I just feel it's not fair for me to try and teach you something I haven't experienced. And I think once I've experienced it, it's a lot more easier to share and to teach.
Mm-hmm.
So the bodybuilding was something that I thought, okay, you know what, I'm going to go down that path. The challenging part is that I had to wake up. Well, actually, I had to train 3 to 4 times a day.
Wow.
Because I had that much weight to lose.
Wow.
And the reason I had trained that long, like 3-4 times a day, is because I kind of procrastinated to get started on my weight loss journey. Mm-hmm. I procrastinated, and then bang, because I had registered, all of a sudden it was New Year's Day, and I was competing in April.
Wow.
So, and I had to shift over 30 kilos. So, wow. 30 kilos, which I don't know how many pounds that is. You might have to Google it and check, right. But it's a lot of pounds. It's right. A lot of pounds. So, the fact I used to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'd be on my bike. My first client was at 5:30. I would eat and I was eating on the dot, on the clock. Literally my day was planned from morning till I go to sleep. Mm. I had times when I needed to eat. My food was weighed. I had to weigh my food. My training was a certain time. I had some clients who go, oh, I cannot make it at 9:30. Can I come at 9? I'm like, fine. You can come at 9, but I'm going to be chewing while I'm training you. And they go, yeah, that's fine. So I would chew while I'm training them, So that was the journey. And yeah, bodybuilding really, that journey is not easy. Mm-hmm. It is a very challenging one, but it can shift you to understand the consistency you need for your health. It also teaches you how to then enjoy the results you get from it.
Absolutely.
And yeah, to be honest, I enjoy bodybuilding because the body I have straight after, when I'm now can eat allowed to eat what I want,
right.
for at least the whole 2 months is amazing.
Right.
I love it. So
right.
that's the reason why I do it. It's like, okay, I'll do it and then just get there. And not to say that I let myself go, but it's it that you have a good foundation to then have a holiday, binge, eat, whatever, mm-hmm. and you still won't look as bad, because when you start training, it just goes back. So that's why I really enjoy bodybuilding right now.
Awesome. Now, as far as with the bodybuilding aspect of everything, there's a lot of people that's listening to me right now that's wanting to learn how to literally lose weight. So is bodybuilding something that you yourself recommend as far as something, even though that's something I know a pathway where you took, but is that something that you would recommend for people, females or males, who are trying to lose weight?
Okay. Would I recommend bodybuilding as a path to take for people to lose weight?
Mm-hmm.
The answer is it's a journey that's not easy, mm-hmm. but what I would say, bodybuilding is about muscle building in simple terms, hypertrophy. And when I have clients meet me, I always say yep, let's do a lot of resistance. Some women are afraid to do resistance because they're like, oh, I don't want to bulk up. And the thing is, the more muscle we build, the quicker your fat burns.
Right.
So that's the thing that's easy. So then you don't have to do as much cardio. So it's not really about taking the path down bodybuilding, because then if you're not taught by the right, some trainers kind of like make you eat chicken and broccoli. I don't. I hate chicken and broccoli, so I will not put you through that. But it's yeah. So it's, and I hate tuna. If you see me eating tuna, I'm desperate. I have no food in the house. That's the last thing I have left. Okay, so those are things that kind of like put you off, because it's about, I'll say, take the journey through a lifestyle adjustment using the strategy of bodybuilding, I guess, in a way, but it just depends on how your lifestyle is. I don't want to offend anybody. Anything we say here is all, it's just from my heart. It's all said with love. So resistance training or weight training would be the better way to go down the path of weight loss.
Okay.
And quicker, and it will last longer and stay off longer. It seems like it's harder. It will seem like it's tougher, but no, it's not. So unless you're a person that likes running, yes, you can do that, but you've got to choose. The more resistance you do, the better it will benefit you, because you burn more energy, and it's less time you have to take to burn that energy, or burn the calories.
Right.
So weights is a good thing for weight loss. Weights is a good thing further as we get older, as well, is for our bone density. You don't want to be replacing your hips, and you don't want to hit the age of 30, 40 and then go, oh, I'm no longer young. You're never too old to actually start as well. I don't know if you've actually mentioned.
Man, you just said something that everybody 40 and up need to hear. You just said you're never too old to start. Never too old to start.
Yeah. So I don't know if your audience know that I am 42 years old of age right now. So
42, man.
So
it's 42.
Yeah. So you're never too old, and the thing is, like, all right. Your goal is your goal that you want to achieve is always going to be there, right? If you make the move, it will always be there. But if you don't make the move, that goal is going to change, because it's going to be either become a harder goal or an easier goal. So It depends what you do.
Right.
So bodybuilding, again, just going back to say, if bodybuilding is the way to do it, it's just using that as a blueprint, because you want to be, and I did see, I posted this up on my page a few days ago. I have a coach myself. Yes, I'm a personal trainer, and I also get coached.
Right.
I also have a personal trainer for myself, because the knowledge I have is only 10 years worth. My coach has 40 years worth, and it's amazing how some of the old stuff, the old school stuff, is being applied in the new stuff, but they're using different terminologies. So I interviewed my coach, and I said if there were three things that he was kind of like said, if he was to wake up and there was only three things he wanted to remember that he could share with the people, with these clients or anyone, the whole general population, right, would be, one, he said, was consistency. Being consistent with your training, being consistent with your food, your sleep. That consistency all pays off. And then the second thing was putting in the work. Yes, it's hard work at the beginning. Some people really fall back on, like training. They find that difficult. But if you put in that hard work now, later on, you're going to be sitting back and going, oh, man, look at how much I've achieved. So putting in that hard work. And then the thing is enjoying that journey, or could I say, like, enjoying the process, which is another another thing. Like, so the hard work you put in the meal prepping, in the training, when I say meal prepping, like your nutrition, your sleep, making sure that you get enough sleep, that pays off when you get, you start enjoying it because you've made it a lifestyle. I still go out with friends. I don't drink. I used to drink. Trust me, I drank like enough to last me 2 lifetimes. Right? But yeah, I still go out with my friends and I have fun. When I pretty much eat as much as they drink, so every time they picking up a new drink, I'm probably having something else to eat. And my friends will tell you, Deborah, is there anything else you don't do besides eating? I'll be having lunch and I think about what I'm going to have for dinner, or I'll have lunch and I start thinking of my next snack. So I enjoy it, and it's about enjoying it. So you're not deprived from anything. You're still going out, you're still hanging out with friends, family. It's just the choices you make that make a difference. And if you feel that you like, how would I say, I'm not big on socializing with friends, but when I do go out, I enjoy it. I enjoy myself. I've been out with all they had was pizza for dinner, and I'm thinking, I knew I should have eaten at home, but you know what? I'm going to have that pizza. The reason I can have that pizza is because I've already trained all week. I've eaten well all week. That pizza is not going to do anything to me.
Wow.
My body's going to be like, wow, okay, I'll eat this. What the hell is this? And it will shift it out of my system. But if I did pizza for 5 days, it'd be like, hang on, I don't like this. What's this junk? I'll just hold on to it until I can figure out what's going to happen. And that's how it, the way to lose weight is pretty much Monday to Friday, and that's up to Friday evening. Be as disciplined as you can. Be consistent. Saturday, Sunday, let go. So it will balance up.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you encourage people to work out every single day. You encourage people to take their time off during the week. Eating habits. You say you don't like chicken, you don't like broccoli, you don't, do chili. What type of eating habits would you recommend for people who are trying to lose weight, tone muscles, at the same time, keep their little shape, but they like how you, with a fit shape that you have, and you can eat all kinds of food and everything be good. I'm sure people don't want to necessarily turn away from those eating habits, but yet they still want to be able to work out, lose weight, and be able to tone what their bodies are. Explain to the people, or just give some information or some facts on like what kind of foods would be considered to be eaten during that process of them losing weight.
Oh my gosh. So if I had the answer to that, like the exact foods you could eat, one, I'd be out of a job, and so would the nutritionists. Because you'll have 6-packs and, big muscles and things like that.
Right.
But the truth is, and like I say, everything I say comes from the heart. Your lifestyle is what makes your physique as it is. And if you want to change it, so it's be strong enough to write your not a menu, write down what you eat over the next 3 days. Like literally write down what you eat over the next 3 days. And that includes if you're going to have that burger from McDonald's and things like that. Okay. And then for the 3 days after that, see if you can replace that burger with a lean meat and extra veggies. Have greens. And I drop in the greens all the time because Clifford says I eat green. Everything I eat has green. And it's the truth. Every time we chat, I'm eating, I have something green in my plate.
Every time.
But anytime. It can be 6 o'clock in the morning and I'm eating, I've got something green. So it's pretty much have a look at your meals for the next 3 days and see where you can change. So something I always say to my clients that's really easy to remember is the size of your hand. Everyone's hand is a different size. So if you put your fingers together, that could be the size of your steak. Okay? If you make a fist, that would be the size of your rice or your potato. Okay? If you put both hands together, both palms together, and you open them up, that's how much vegetables you want to have and salad you want to have. So that's quite a lot of meat. I mean, quite a lot of food, right?
Yeah, that's a lot of greens.
Okay? Yeah, so like, yeah, you can have greens in there.
Yeah.
But I'm talking like, and the thing is when I say salad, though, everyone's going to be like, oh, leafy salad, yeah, I'll have chicken salad. No, I'm talking about having salad that's got chunky vegetables in, like beans, pumpkin, what else? Broccoli, and I'm trying to think something that's outside green. Parsnip, carrots. Sorry?
Tomatoes?
Yes, tomatoes, yeah, you can, but again, the calories in tomatoes are really small if you were to go on calories, right? But now, the reason I'm saying if you were to go on calories, because it's then becomes more challenging now if you're trying to watch your calories that you eat in your macros. But we're starting off basic, so using your hand, which you cannot. There's no way you can find an excuse because your hand is always going with you everywhere. Right. So that's literally a walking scale.
Right.
So the size of steak that's on your plate. In the US, you all may need to start eating kitty-sized meals. My experience when I first came to the US, I ordered something from the kids menu, and when they came, I was like, "Excuse me, I asked for the kids menu." They said, "That's it." I was like, "What?" I couldn't believe it because of the size it was.
Oh wow!
So it's about having a balanced diet, making sure that you have enough protein in your diet, enough essential fats, and because when I've said to clients have fats, they think oh my gosh, fat equals fat. No.
Right.
If you're having things like avocado, mixed nuts, you've got your olive oil. That if you made a salad dressing and had a lot of olive oil in it, that's fine. Because that's an essential fat. Mm-hmm. Now, the fat you don't want to have is that deep fried stuff.
Right.
Again, if you can go 2 weeks without anything deep fried, that will be a change in your nutrition or the food that you eat. Ensuring that you have 5 vegetables a day with 2 pieces of fruit is easy as well. Easy way to think of it. I hope I've explained simply.
I'm talking about it simple and plain and to perfection. 5 vegetables, 2 fruits a day. This is the type of stuff that y'all need to eat in order to get your body to a place of where you want it and where you like it. Trust me. Morgan here is an expert on making sure that bodies are fit because she's been in positions where she's had to be bodyguards for those who are bodybuilders, like your Arnold Schwarzeneggers and things of that nature. Right. So tell us about that experience that you had to be the backup. We had to be the guy, the main bodybuilder for all the females. Like, girl, back up off of Arnold.
Oh my God. And I don't know if you actually even got to see some photos of it.
Oh yeah, I got you posted on. You on that now?
Oh my God. The face I had. And the security guards were like, nobody could get past me. That was the funniest thing. Nobody could get past me. Whether it be a guy that was 6 foot something, I would still stop him and say no.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my God. Oh wow. Yeah, that was an amazing experience. It was a couple of years ago here in Australia. So, but yeah, the nutrition, and that's the thing is because I surround myself with that kind of stuff, seeing all those athletes inspires me more to learn more and share. What tips? What's the easiest way? The easiest is just the consistency, and don't be afraid to try. Oh, and hang on, you got to be patient, right? So that's actually a big thing. It's being patient because people, myself myself sometimes as well. I expect to have results like yesterday.
Right.
But it took me 3 months to make that big mistake.
Right.
So it's like, if it took you 3 months to gain weight, make sure you've got 3 months to work on it.
Right.
Right. If it took you a year, make sure you have a year. But it's not about saying, okay, I want to lose 10 kilos in that year. You can actually aim higher. And if you were to, I wish we had done the calculations of
with kilos,
kilos and pounds.
Kilos,
it would have made it easier to actually for me to explain for your, I think most people that are watching from your side.
We good. We just paying attention to you. We gonna figure it out. Right. We gonna get the kilos and all that stuff. Don't worry.
Yeah. So what you want to do is, if you want to shift, let's say, 1 pound, okay, in a week. No, it's not. You could lose half a pound in a week. I think if I'm to calculate it just roughly, half a pound in a week. But if you wanted to lose 20 pounds in 3 months, that is possible that you can actually do it.
Oh, wow.
You know, it's just depending on, again, you look at what your nutrition is, how big you are as well. Because the thing is, the bigger you are, when you really head straight into your nutrition, just even for 2 weeks, the amount of weight you shift is amazing. And when I'm saying focus on your nutrition, that you actually add in a lot of color into your nutrition, you won't have any sugar cravings. Your salt also, you won't have salt cravings. So it's having a balanced meal creates non-cravings. I love chocolate. Don't get me wrong. I love chocolate. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's my weakness. When I compete, I'm always asked, what would you look for? What do you look forward to? So at my meal that I look forward to after I finish my competition is that I don't think, usually I'd say a big steak with vegetables like carrots, like colored stuff, and chocolate. And people go, steak and veggies? I'm like, yeah, that's what I look forward to.
Right. But
because that is my lifestyle right now. That is the kind of food that I eat.
Right.
There was something else I wanted to say, and I kind of lost track of it. But yeah, so we talked about patience. We talked about consistency, putting in the hard work. And okay, I know I'm a personal trainer. If you're not sure what trainer to go with, I have to say this. If you're not sure what trainer to go with, spend 2 weeks in the gym. If the trainer is training or coaching somebody about same physique, or you see kind of looks like they want to have the same goal as yourself, that client should at least make a change within 2 weeks. Even if it's the smallest, they should be a change within 2 weeks. Okay. If you want to wait a little bit longer, at least by the 4th week, if they're on the weight loss side of it, they should have lost weight. I think you may have to do your hand for me in this way. The thing that is really important for us to look at is our sleep is always the first one. Okay. Our hydration, our nutrition, our exercise, and then the supplements. Problem is everyone does it this way.
Right.
So they always do the sleep last. They want to jump to supplements and exercise before you get your nutrition in, and then they forget about the water. So it's patience, consistency, hard work, and pretty much like you see, your hand just has so many answers. It's right there in front of you.
Man, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Talking to DEBRA, PATAL, personal trainer, certified personal trainer in Sydney, Australia. Talking to her, getting everybody right, getting regimens and everything right, regimes, workout regimes, so they can get themselves ready, working out, getting prepared for, just life in general and living a better and healthier lifestyle. Now, let me ask you this, because a lot of people don't know about this about you beyond the fact that you're a personal trainer, beyond the fact that you've trained a lot of people to bodyguard for Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like, what what has inspired you or made you want to go do underwater rugby? You are an underwater rugby player. She's an athlete, y'all. She goes up against women and men competing on a high professional level of playing underwater rugby. So fascinated by this. Underwater rugby. Yes, please explain to my people about underwater rugby, please.
Yeah, I did not know it existed, and I tend to. What I've been doing is really inspiring myself to go out and try different things. And a friend runs this all-day activity event, and I went through it, and underwater rugby was on it, and I'm like reading this itinerary, I'm going, underwater rugby. Well, it was on it, and we got to learn the skills, and pretty much it was swimming underneath the water. You go with the ball, and it's dolphin swim all the way through. I thought, okay, yeah, breath holds. Oh, you put your breath holds on challenge for sure. So I enjoyed just the trial, and then I went through on a Thursday, because we do it on Thursdays and Sundays, to try it out again. And this time it was scarier because the pool is deeper. So it was 2.5 meters deep. And no, 3 meters deep. Whereas the one that I tried out first was like 1.5 meters deep. So it isn't so bad. Yeah. But yeah, so each day I went through, I enjoyed it. Or each trial I went through, and then I got to train in the 5 meters. It's 5 meters deep. Like, yeah, we got to do the whole calculations. Yeah. You're gonna have to post these calculations up for people. So 5 meters deep is even more challenging. But I think because I used to enjoy swimming when I was younger, I never really got to swim a lot. Just backtrack. I was selected to swim for the state back home, but my mom couldn't afford to send me through to trials and to the whole to compete. Right. So I missed out on that opportunity. So I think this was what I actually said to myself was, hang on, this is my chance to swim, and I didn't think I'd ever get the opportunity to put my water skills to practice, because I was selected to swim backstroke. So not butterfly. Okay, butterfly is the most challenging, but backstroke was what I was selected for. So the underwater rugby has really become exciting for me, and I was like, being a newbie only 5 weeks in, they were happy for me to actually attend the tournament as well and participate in the tournament only after 5 weeks of training. That is big. So that is big. So yeah. It is a sport, and if anyone loves water, it's something that really you should actually look into doing and trying. It's amazing. Underwater rugby, y'all might want to look into it. Now, you got people who you work out, you got clients list all up and down. Like, how can people get in touch with you if they want to utilize you as their personal trainer? If they want to, I know some people in America can't get to you in Australia. However, I'm sure, knowing the success that you've had and are having with your clients and the people that you work out on a daily, how can those people get in touch with you if they want to utilize your services and all of that good stuff? How do they reach out and get in touch with you? Okay, so at the moment I have my Facebook and Instagram that I'm using right now. And I'm in the process of getting my website up and running. Well, for the past 10 years, I have been really avoiding that because I've been so full on with clients back to back, one-on-one. This COVID year has definitely changed a lot of things for us. So I still do have clients who I speak to online. I do virtual training with them. So through Zoom, I would write you a program and send you through the exercises. I could actually watch you do the exercises and cue you in. The other thing is you would do the exercises on your own. We check in weekly with each other. There is an app that I use which also has exercises that you can actually watch videos, which I am actually going to be in it, as that's what I'm actually putting the videos together so that the app I use will have me in the video rather than me sending you a link of Clifford Jackson doing the push-up. so yes, on Facebook and Instagram I'm more active on there. However, it won't be long that I'll get a website up and running with a lot of ebooks, exercise that people can, purchase. I will also be running some. I don't run any live boot camps, which a lot of people are asking for. Like, do I do live training, like a group of people? No, I don't. Not at this stage. Reason being is I'm more one-on-one, and it's more challenging, especially with time difference as well. So I've got to I think of my sleep, but I'm not neglecting anyone that needs my help. I'm always able to assist, and if I don't know and I know somebody within I'll say in the US, I also have some friends that are trainers. I always would recommend somebody that I trust to take care of you with your training, or point you in the right direction. So I'm always here to support in any way I can. I can do programs. If you can get buddies together and you want to do something together, I can do a group program for you. If you need, this is open to guys as well. Some guys don't really like to be trained by females, but I'm all about helping people reach their goal. And if I'm not able to help you reach there, I'll help you find a way to get there.
Absolutely. And I'm sure there's a whole lot of fellas who have been watching this show tonight, seeing how awesomely fit you are. I'm sure they did not mind being trained by DEBRA PATAL. You gotta let the people know how to find you on Facebook and on Instagram, though.
Sorry, yeah, I didn't. Facebook is DEBRA PATAL. Instagram is DEBRA PATAL. Right. So it's just, there's nothing too challenging of that. So it may have confidence to my previous name, but it's DEBRA PATAL. You'll find me up on there.
Now, on the flyer that's been put out there and posted, it's PATAL on the flyer, but to find her, I think it's PATEL, right?
I'm trying to change it to AL.
Okay. It's not letting you change it? Well, it's EL for those people who are watching the show tonight. It's definitely DEBRA PATAL and everything. DEBRA, hey, listen, this has been awesome. This has been phenomenal. Thank you so much for coming on the show to do this. You've been more than helpful and informative. I appreciate the people who've been on here to get the opportunity to get to know you, man. This has been fun.
No, I appreciate you taking the time out and especially on Thanksgiving weekend.
Right. Absolutely. We be out there. Trust me. Or eating another plate. But before I let you go, I got to do it to you like I do all my guests. It's time for my Would You Rather segment of my show. And this is the part of the show where I ask a series of questions and you tell me, would you rather this or would you rather that? All right?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Okay.
All right. Yes, these questions, they're coming at you. Get ready. Here we go. All right. Would you rather train people in Zimbabwe or train people in USA, in the United States?
Oh my gosh, that is so not fair. All right. Okay, I have to be selfish. I would rather train people in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
Because we don't have access to as much as the US has.
Mm-hmm.
In the US, you guys have pretty much everything right there that you're able to reach your goals quite easily. In Zimbabwe, we've got to create our own weights by putting cement in a box, and picking up the bricks and things like that. Just because we cannot afford to purchase the weight. So I would rather train people in Zimbabwe.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, would you rather form or be a part of the water rugby team for Zimbabwe or the underwater rugby team for Australia?
No, that's like so not fair. I would say Zimbabwe again because I would definitely go home and start a team there. I would go home and start a team. I know. I mean, we've got people that would go into the river to try and catch fish, and they know they can't swim. They're going to think about crocodiles, but they'll stand hip high in water,
right?
Just because they want to get food. So yeah, I'll do it in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
And again, I'll go Zimbabwe.
Okay, cool. All right. Would you rather train men or train women?
Okay. Would I rather train men or women? Okay. I would rather train. Wow, that's a challenging one because I actually have both clients. No, I'd rather train women.
Okay.
Because for us women, we feel a lot, we deal with a lot, and we've got a lot more going on than men realize. With men, it's easy for you guys to lose weight. It's easy for you guys to get stronger. For us women, we've got to fight the battle of our hormones playing up, or if we put our hormones through too much stress, and then because we have so much care, we're taking care of the family and things like that. So I would rather train women just because I would like them to feel happy within themselves so that it's easier to produce what's on the outside.
Awesome. Now, would you rather work out every day or work people out every day?
Oh my God. Right. I actually thought that. I knew you were going to ask me something close to this, where it would have to be a selfish answer. I would rather work myself out because the more I become better within myself and outside, the more I become better in what I do. In the future, it'll be easier for me to help people.
Awesome. Okay, now, would you rather, being that this opportunity came your way, would you rather take a training contract in the United States or continue to build your empire in Australia?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I would rather take a training contract.
Okay.
Because that training contract will give me a baseline as to how my empire could build. In the background, I could build my empire and work on the foundations of my empire. So yes, I will take on the opportunity because it's something I haven't experienced and I haven't had. So I will take on that opportunity and training in the US.
All right. Okay. Would you rather do?
How many do you have of these would you rathers?
You have a few more.
Oh wow. Okay.
Would you rather do squats or push-ups?
Do squats or push-ups?
You do a lot.
How many? I do a lot of.
You do a lot of both.
Don't matter. Yeah. I would rather do. Oh my gosh. So I would rather do squats, and not for the fact that it's to grow the booty, which a lot of people would think it is. But I would do the squats because of the amount of energy I need to use for that exercise. So I will be pretty much using about 80% of my muscles to get that exercise up and in full. Whereas push-ups is not as much. Push-ups is still hard, but yeah, the load is different.
Gotcha. Two more. Would you rather go pro in water rugby, underwater rugby, or go pro in bodybuilding?
I knew that. I would rather go pro in underwater rugby.
Really?
No, I'm just thinking of it now.
Wow.
I'm only 6 weeks old in it, right?
Right.
Bodybuilding is worldwide.
Right.
Like nearly every young boy or young girl knows about it, But underwater rugby is so it's been there for a while, but it's still unknown. So I'd like to go pro because with my training as well, just on the personal training side, is about traveling around the world and sharing my experience and my knowledge. So underwater rugby would be the thing I would share.
Cool.
So yeah, underwater rugby. Cool. I think the underwater rugby people love the fact that I chose that.
I think people just want to get into underwater rugby because you do it. I just want to be under the water just because you there. All right, this is the last one. Hold your breath long enough, bro. You'll be all right. Last one. This is the last one that you off the hook. Would you rather, and this is a question that I want you to really, really think about. Would you rather continue to stay in Australia or bring all your awesome expertise and training and move to the United States?
I have thought about this question very long. I have thought about this question for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to the US quite a lot. I enjoy the US a lot. But I would rather stay in Australia.
All right. That's what's up, man. Australia must be a beautiful country.
It is. We've just got lots of snakes.
And kangaroos. Well, Ma'am, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for just sharing your life, your lifestyle, and just sharing your experiences with us today, man. Like I said, people go check her out on DEBRA PATAL on Facebook and on Instagram. DEBRA, this has been awesome, man. I know you got the rest of your day pretty much going on for you in Australia because we about to wind down on hours on this side of the country. So, it's been a pleasure, ma'am.
No, thank you so much, and I look forward to hopefully coming back.
Absolutely.
Wearing my underwater rugby outfit.
I know, right? I know. We gotta go live on the underwater rugby. You gotta let us see that one day, man. That would be awesome. Man, well, girl, I appreciate you. I love you from the bottom of my crusty toes. I appreciate you, man. So I really do. I really appreciate your friendship and just you coming out and sharing your experience, man, with my folks. I hope somebody tune in to you, go follow you, and go hit you up and ask you to be their personal trainer so you can help them get their shape and their life back in order, man. So that's what's up. I appreciate your time, Debbie.
Thank you so much, and I'm happy to answer any questions. Thank you. I appreciate you too.
Absolutely. All right, Joe. Man, that was what's up. That was DEBRA PATAL right here on the show, man. Y'all just talked to some cool people, man. She didn't want to get all into it, but she's really like royalty over there in Zimbabwe. She didn't want to put all that out there, which is fine. We'll talk about it. But yeah, man, she is the real deal Holyfield. That's my girl, my homie, my partner, DEBRA PATAL, right here on the show, man. Man, good stuff right there. Good stuff, man. I'm talking about good stuff. I would, man, give my girl some likes, some hearts. If y'all women and men, if y'all took some keynotes tonight, as far as working out, personal training, getting your body back right, getting your fineness, and keeping sexy back, and bringing it, keeping it alive, man, that's what the show to listen to, man. I'm trying to tell you right now, man. So I'm happy that we got that conversation out the way, man. If you want to be on the show, holler at your boy, man. Email me at thefeatured.cj3@gmail.com, or hit me up on my platforms at Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter at thefeatured with CJ3. I'm on this thing every single night on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. Go subscribe right now to The Featured with CJ3 on YouTube and on Twitch. And listen and download on all major outlets for podcasts or wherever you go enjoy your podcast. And donate and support the cause. Please send your donations to our Cash App, $Right Touch Sports, PayPal, paypal.me/Right Touch CJ3, or anchor.fm/The Featured with CJ3. Also, go download and watch the replays of my past Feature Fridays guests. There is a nugget of knowledge waiting for you in each conversation. And you want to be on the show, sponsor, advertise, or just be featured? Hit me up. Send your money to our Cash App at $Right Touch Sports. Get into it, man. You already know what time it is. People, you already know. What time it's about to be? It's time for your boy CJ3's the featured song of the night. And I can't wait to get into this song because this is by far, one of my favorite songs of the year. Like, this is my favorite song no matter what going down. This is my favorite song no matter what. So I'm just going to tell you just like this. This is a song that I play every Christmas year. It's Christmas time. It's about that time of year. This is about that time of year that this song definitely gets the playtime that it deserves. It's coming from none other than my favorite Christmas time show, my boy and the gang, Snoopy, Charlie Brown, all my Peanuts gang folks. It's going down. Christmas time is here. Y'all get yourselves prepared. Yo. Tune in on Christmas Day. Tune in on Christmas Day. I got something for y'all. I got a Christmas gift just for y'all. Now, I thought my show was going to be uh, ending on the 4th, as far as December 4th, that is, with folks who, want to kind of watch the show. Because I'm supposed to have Peter Ward on December 4th. But my Christmas Day feature Fridays, man, I got some stuff coming to y'all. Because I'd be so remiss if I ain't tell y'all about this. Listen, if y'all want to know who is going to be on my show in 2021, tune in on the 4th of December. Because I'm going to be honest, as much faith as I got in my boy Peter Ward, I ain't heard from him. I ain't heard back from him. And he know his date. Everybody knows their dates. And I ain't heard back from my big brother. And I know he busy. I know he got stuff going on. I know he got some real life shit happening. But bruh, my audience and myself, we're expecting for you to be here on December 4th. But if you're not, 2021 looks live than a bitch. Make sure that y'all are there on December 4th to find out who will be in the building on my feature Fridays for 2021. Oh, it's going down. And I'm talking about it's going to be so serioso. So I want every and anybody who is somebody, especially my features, please make sure that y'all tune in on December 4th, this Friday, to find out who I'm going to be featuring next year. Try to bring that thing down for y'all, man. Try to keep y'all abreast of everything that's happening with popping. You already know. It's what I do, man. I can't help it. It's just what I do. But in the meantime, in between time, man, I got to give y'all this here. It's time for another one of them CJ3 true stories. And this is the part of the show where I tie a true story to either the topic or the guest of the night. And being that we have had such a beautiful and awesome guest tonight, Miss DEBRA PATAL, of course I got to make my true story about her. So I've known DEBRA for a little while now. Very good friends. We've been able to establish a really, really genuine rapport. Like, she's like really a genuine friend. As beautiful and as fine as she is. And you know Cliff. But in all honesty, we are just the greatest of friends. Like, we have a very mutual respect and kinship for each other, a real genuine love. Been supportive in a lot of things that I've done. I've been supportive in a lot of things that she's done. And we just really have each other's back. Like, I just can't deny that. But I swear to goodness, she was not lying to y'all. Like, and this was going to be my true story. Like, she is really a health nut. She does not play about her health, her fitness, exercise, and working out. I'm talking about committed. This girl is committed. I thought I was committed when I was training, doing my time. I ain't got shit on her. But I kid you not, every time I have spoken to this woman, every time I have called her, every time she has called me, she's eating something. And I don't care what it is. It can be anything. Anything. And it be green. Kid you not. I haven't seen her eat anything that has not been green. If it's chicken, guess what? It's wrapped in a green wrap. It's green. Like, it's wrapped in a leaf or it's green. I've never seen her drink anything other than green drink. And like her celery juice, she be serious about the cucumber stuff. She is serious about it. Never seen this woman eat. I think her pea green. Like, that's just how much green shit she eats and drinks. So, keeping it real, that's my true story, and sticking with it. Promise. Want to be at the show, baby? Holla at your boy. Email me at thefeatured.cj3@gmail.com or hit me up on my platforms at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Featured with CJ3. If you want to be a sponsor, advertiser, or just featured on the show, send your money to our Cash App at $ Right Touch Sports. Because I'm on this thing every single night, man, Monday through Friday on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Go subscribe right now, man, to The Featured with CJ3. And listen and download on all major outlets and podcasts or wherever you go enjoy your podcasts. And be sure to donate and support the cause. Please send your donations to our Cash App at $ Right Touch Sports, PayPal, paypal.me/Right Touch CJ3, or on anchor.fm/The Featured with CJ3. And please go download and watch the replay of our past Featured Fridays guests. There is a nugget of knowledge waiting for each and every last one of you all in each conversation. Man, listen, we have made it to another weekend. And as we embark into December, I need y'all to realize something. We're about to come to an end of the year. 2020 has been a motherfucker, okay? But we have made it. We here. December is right around the corner. And as we catapult into our 8th month, 7th month, we rolling. We not looking back. We got a lot of things to look forward to and a lot of great things to be destined to be upon us. Like, this is real. Like, nothing else in the world matters right now, but the end of the year is coming up, and we got to be prepared. We got to be mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. All of that works together, man, for the goodness of one person. That's you. You got to take advantage of the things that are already out there for you, that's waiting for you to be picked up by you. But you got to have the instinct, the knowledge, the willpower to want to do better, be better, and become better. Remember my 3 B's. Always stay busy becoming better, no matter what. Because nobody's going to give you anything. Everybody's going to always criticize you for everything. But only you can be who you are, no matter what everybody and anybody thinks about you. So at the end of the day, go live your life, man. Go do you. Because at the end of the day, you're your own person. And nobody is designed like you. Don't let nobody put nothing on you that ain't for you. Live in your own truth. Don't let nobody force anything upon you because there's no need. Especially when you know the truth for your own self. Nobody, I'm telling you, nobody can halt or mar a plan that God has already destined to happen. I can't make this up, man. You want to get mad with me? I'm just the messenger. He delivers it all. Remember my 4 things. Stay smart. Stay safe. Stay clean. Stay your ass home. Ricketts, I hope y'all win tonight. Jacksonville rebound. Y'all don't want none of this shit here. Because at the second quarter, it was 30-10? Yeah, I'm hoping that we continue to keep piling up on that scoreboard. Yeah, it's the regional game before the state playoffs going on and everything. So we got to make sure we, I got some old East WCNs out there that's some Reebok Trojans that's in town. And I hate I can't make that game, but last I saw and heard we was winning. So I'm hoping that we're going to be able to talk about state football championships and stuff like that real soon with Ricketts, James S. Ricketts High School. So if nothing else, man, I hope you all have enjoyed my show with me tonight, this weekend, this week. I hope you all have enjoyed your weekend, holiday weekend, leading into next weekend. I don't know what's about to happen, but I do know something big is about to happen. You know it too. So, I love y'all, man.
Are you ready, people? Yeah, took the age of 5, 12 in the stars, past signs. I couldn't wait till the whole world recognized. But first I had to pay some dues, the journey I took. Y'all couldn't walk in my shoes, a young buck. Came up out the hood with my hair on, nappy, cut it all off. Look some name, nothing my pappy, the streets tried to trap me. But I had to escape from my destiny and wait for me to be great. And I knew it, so I swear had to show improvement. When I do it, flow was stupid. Now you loving me like Cupid, and I know that you wasn't ready for this. I'm so on point with my targets, I'm sure I won't miss. This is the past, present, and the future. C-Square, the household name, something to get used to. I'm here, yeah.